Hi, I'm Joan Finklestein. I'm the Executive Director and a trustee of the Harkness Foundation for Dance. And I'd like to talk to you about the new Harkness Promise Award. The Harkness Foundation created this award in partnership with Dance Magazine, and this seems to me an inspired partnership. The Dance Magazine Awards for the past 60 years or so have an illustrious history of recognizing people in our dance field who have made extraordinary contributions over the course of long careers. The Harkness Promise Award seeks to highlight and recognize talented emerging artists, choreographers in their first decade, not only for the artistic merit of their work, but also for their commitment to being artist citizens, artists who are engaged with the dance community and the world at large. Both Raja Feather Kelly and Ephrat Asherie rose up this year when we were looking at emerging choreographers as people who really fit this definition. Raja is making work based in popular culture, inspired by Andy Warhol and his ilk. And the work speaks to all of us. His commitment to building a community of like-minded, radical young artists and his thoughtful teaching are part of his community engagement strategies. He's pushing performative norms with his very interesting dance theater approach.
My name is Raja Feather Kelly, and I have a dance theater company called The Feather Theory. We started our company in 2009, and we've been making works in New York City ever since. Receiving the Harkness Promise Award is an incredible honor. It's firstly so important and exciting to be recognized for your field, and it's also pretty exciting to get an award that you didn't apply for. Receiving this award will allow me to just have a certain kind of freedom for the work that I do. The work that I do really likes to push up against the boundaries of definition, and sometimes that can be very difficult for audiences to experience. So this award gives me time and space to just really suss out my ideas, to work with the company and do something that's important to me without needing to prove that to anyone else. The award gives us a financial stipend, and it also gives us 40 hours of rehearsal space at the 92nd Street Y and at City Center Studios. What's exciting is that I have no idea what I'm going to do with the award. I didn't create a proposal for it, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit. I'm gonna think about what's really important to me and important to the work that I do, and then I'm gonna use those rehearsal hours to practice, to think, to have a bit of a conscious space for me and my work, and in a year we'll see.
Ephrat Asherie is well known as a hip-hop performer. She has been in the work of Michelle Dorrance, Doug Elkins, any number of companies. But she has recently been creating her own work on her company, Ephrat Asherie Dance, as a sort of amalgam of all of her influences. It's innovative, it's edgy, it seeks to find the narrative qualities of street forms in combination with other forms. And it's accessible. It's fun.
Hey, my name is Ephrat Bounce Asherie, and I'm really thrilled and honored to have received the Harkness Promise Award. This is a really beautiful moment for me to feel this sense of recognition from the field. It's really meaningful to be among so many wonderful awardees. The fact that this award is a combination of free hours of rehearsal space and financial support is really a dream come true for, I think, a lot of artists, because this way we're able to move more freely through the work that we're doing and not be so nervous about things coming up, because they always do. So this is not only sort of a moment that says, hey, keep going, you're doing your thing, and we see you and support you, but also here are some things that are going to facilitate your continued growth as an artist. And I think that's pretty beautiful and moving, and I'm really, really thrilled and honored. And I thank Dance Magazine and the Harkness Foundation for Dance for this beautiful milestone in my career. Thanks. So because I come from the street and club dance world, there's a sense of making something out of nothing is a big part of sort of how we come up in the scene. So that idea that you're going to practice in just like, you know, someone's basement or like a community center where maybe it's kind of like a little dingy, we figure out how to do things, right? And I think a lot of artists in New York do that. You kind of figure out how to do things. However, when you have a little bit of support, whether you get free space, whether you get financial support so you can pay dancers, make, you know, design costumes, right, hire a great lighting designer, all of these things not only facilitate your creative process, but give you this like boost of energy to keep moving forward. So I think, yeah, as artists in New York City, we are energized by this insane place where we live, but when we have that extra support and encouragement and recognition, it is like the energy of the city is like multiplied tenfold, and it pushes us even more sort of wholeheartedly, and for dancers I think in an embodied way, to really keep making work. So it's this beautiful combination of like, we're gonna figure it out anyways, because that's who we are as artists in the city, but then with that support it's like, I think the possibilities are endless.